And so in the initial verse, perfectly enlightened, the Buddha taught them to make vows, and this is what we should be doing so that we remain on the path of the great vehicle Dharma, and to great mirror Dharma to take us to the door of Buddhahood through the door of Bodhisattvahood. So in Master's explanation, so we got to be very careful with our mind, and so not to be deviant in our understanding and our views. Much that we may understand the Dharma, but sometimes in the height of action, our desire, emotion may arise, and we may deviating in the way that we speak, we deviating the way that we do our act, conduct, our behavior, and that will give rise to ripples, endless ripples of karma, karmic causes will have to be dealt with sometime in the future. So we've got to be very mindful in the way we conduct ourselves and behave ourselves, so that when we understand the Dharma, we will have to adopt that in our daily life. So the lessons learned is that we must have this great resolve to attain the fruits of cultivation. And here we have this great resolve using the Dharma for spiritual practice so that we can adopt that into the way that we live. So when we accept, learn, and practice the Dharma, we got to be very mindful so that we don't deviate. So when is it that we are deviating the way we think, deviating the way that we speak, and deviating the way we conduct ourselves? So for us as a householder, in practice, that is key. And much that you may know, and if you behave in a deviating way, then it's very difficult. And a slight deviation can lead us far, of course. So in contemplation, as you step in a spiritual progress, you will have to face your greater becomings. And all these becomings, where did they come from? It came from our past causes that we had. So therefore, we got to be very mindful of what we are doing in this lifetime. Not only that, we also have to take on our becomings and we purify them in this lifetime. So we face them with great resolve, with courage and strength. So courage and strength of a warrior, a spiritual warrior, to conquer who? Not to conquer others, but to conquer ourselves. And what is the greatest thing that we need to conquer? Is our mind. So the becomings are therefore step of progress. With all these becomings that unfold before us, how do we then know what to correct? If we don't know what to correct, how can we progress? So the thought of stepping up to the highest stream of practice is daunting. It's daunting because it's frightening. I can't even take on this where it stands right now. I want a smooth path. Remember, Master always say, don't wish for a smooth path. Wish for an effort for you to overcome all the becomings that you have. So never is there a task that the spiritual mind is not prepared to face. And this is in the spirit of Master's teaching to us. So in relationship, we got to be mindful in our relationship. As you train to tame the mind, it is easy for a household practitioner to fall into carelessness and indolence unknowingly. And because things are going your way, so there's no need to put on so much efforts. So be in the consciousness of awareness and mindfulness of your carelessness and indolence, so that we know whether we are deviating or otherwise, to uphold the precision practice so as to correct the subtle defilements. And the precision practice is to hold on to a tight practice, so there's no chance for you to deviate. And that is discipline. So do not deviate in your ways. It is like a tight practice that grows with a committed practice. There are no rules, just self-discipline. Okay, God and brothers and sisters, 6:35.
Kanan brother and sisters, Kanan brother Chin, come, we take group photo.